This is FYI on your TV. I'm Kathy Botham. I've got Anne Marie Polis with me, first time here on FYI.
Thank you.
And you're all the way from Perth, from Studio Theatre Perth, and you're the director of the next play. But let's talk a little bit about what brought you to Perth.
Well, we decided to move up here in 2019, and my husband decided that one of the things he wanted to do when we discovered there was a theatre in Perth, because he wanted to volunteer and get involved in it, and then COVID hit. So everything shut down, and so it wasn't until I think December of 2021 when we really started to be active in Studio Theatre Perth. And like all people who volunteer at this wonderful little theatre, we wear many hats.
And you're busy too. Like it just
Very
seems like
busy.
every other month you're here with a new play. And I believe you said 6 plays a year?
6 plays a year, sometimes 7, but it really depends on actors' availability and directors' availability. But most of the time, it's 6 plays.
All right, let's talk a little bit about what you've been doing at the Theatre Perth.
Oh, that's a lot.
Yes.
That's a lot. I started volunteering actively, like I said, in 2021 with Educating Rita. And then shortly after that, I became the box office manager and have gotten more and more active. I was part of the play reading committee, and I had expressed an interest in directing a very small one-act play. And then working with Jane Stott over the last year.
She's been here many times.
Oh, she's been here, yeah, and she's wonderful. And she's an amazing mentor. So she's mentored me over the last year or so. And she approached me with Jane Austen's Lady Susan by Rob Urbanetti. And it is a wonderful, funny play. And the more times I read it, the funnier it was, and the more engaged I got with it. So I agreed. Yeah, I'll do that.
And it's funny when you're reading it and you're already laughing at it, but then when you put characters on stage and they put a personality to it too, it adds to it.
I am truly blessed. I have an amazing cast. They are so talented, and I have a number of new people in the cast as well. So we have Lisa Sweat and Olivia Sweat. Olivia plays Frederica, the ingenue in the play, and Lisa, her mom, is playing the maid. I added 2 characters. I added a maid and a butler.
Oh, okay. Can you talk a little bit about the play, what it's about?
Sure. Yes. It takes place in the early 1800s, and it is adapted from an unfinished novella by Jane Austen called Lady Susan. It is a comedy drama, so and Rob Urbanetti has done a wonderful take on all the characters and everything, and he's made them, they're fun.
Yes.
They're fun, and it's very witty, and it's just a joy to see it come to stage.
And I mean, I have to ask, because it's the 1800s, the costumes.
Oh, we were very lucky. Laurie Tennant designed the costumes. The women's costumes are stunning. They are just stunning. She's done an amazing job. I couldn't be happier. And then it's just every member from the cast and the crew. The mural on the back wall is just stunning. It's more than I ever asked for. The set builders, everything. It's just, I couldn't be happier as a first-time director with the amount of talent that I'm surrounded with. And, I know I mentioned Olivia Sweat, who came to us through Station Theatre here in Smith Falls. And then we also have Kelsey Smith, who hasn't acted since high school. And he's just blossomed.
Nice.
He's just, yeah. And then we have also Jen Perkin and David Bird, who've come back to the stage. And Joe Treffers and Martin Treffers as well. And Joe Treffers has been many times. Joe Macaulay Treffers has been on the stage many times.
I'm recognizing some names you're saying. So
yes. So, and then we also have Christine Williams, who's playing Lady Susan. And she was she was in Tempting Providence, so this is her second role with the theater. So it's just like I tell you that the cast makes my job easy.
So when did you start doing this play, like getting it together, start practices and everything?
We auditioned in July, and we had our first table read in August. So we've been working really, really hard, and I'm glad that we had the early extra month of rehearsal time, because when you take in vacations and illnesses, you have to work around.
That's right. That's right.
So,
yes. Get back in the swing of things.
Back in the swing of things. So it's So it's been.
And I always like to make a point too. Like if people come to these plays and they have a great time and everything, there's so much going on in the background that people don't see up on stage.
Yes. I mean, like the painters, the set builders, the promo people,
costumes, like
costumes. It's like a whole network of really hard-working, dedicated volunteers. And if you got some spare time and you're looking something to do, Studio Perth Theatre is more than welcome to.
Well, it's a booming place. You guys are
take
moving
you on
all the time,
and you'd be surprised what what opportunities are open up for you if you just make yourself available.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now the dates for your play.
It opens on Thursday, October the 12th, and we run Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and the Sunday is the matinee, and it closes on October the 22nd. So 8 performances in total.
8 performances. All right. I always like to ask when you're doing a play, what's more exciting, your first night or your finale?
I don't know.
Oh, you don't know. That's right.
You have to ask me. Right now, it's kind of like, okay, I've got only X number of rehearsals left to pin everything down. It's exciting and just a little stressful, but exciting at the same time. And it's just wonderful to see it come to life and to see what I envisioned come to stage. And it's also very a cooperative atmosphere, because as much as I put in as a director, the actors also who are playing the characters have feedback or ideas of what they think their character should do or not do. So it is very much a collaborative experience.
Absolutely.
And it's just, I don't know, I can't tell you how happy I am with everybody.
We'll have to have a follow-up interview after it's all over.
Well, sure. Anytime. Hopefully this is not my only interview.
No, absolutely. I was just going to say this is your first time directing, but I'm sure it's not going to be your last.
Yeah, well, thank you.
Yeah, getting your feet wet, Getting
my feet wet.
Yes.
And I tell you, I couldn't have asked for a better experience than this has been. So,
wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, we look forward to it. Again, the dates, we start October 12th and it runs until October 22nd.
Yes.
And tickets are available
through Tickets Please or through the box office. The box office opens 1 hour beforehand. But, if you know what day you're coming, and
don't be disappointed.
I always recommend that if you know what day you're coming and you don't want to, you can always email the box office at boxoffice@studiotheatreperth.com, and we will hold your tickets for you, and then you can just pay for them at the door. But it's easy either way. Yeah. Tickets Please is fabulous too. So it's
that's
just
right. Don't be disappointed.
Don't be disappointed.
Early.
Yeah. Don't be disappointed. Get your tickets early.
Well, we've got with us today Anne Marie Polis, the director of Jane Austen's Lady Susan. Looking forward to this. Thank you very much, first-time director. Good luck.
Thank you.
Or break a leg, I should say.
Oh yes. We hope to break many legs.
Yes. Thank you for joining us.
Okay. Take care.